The roses surprised Hope. A dozen bright red roses were her favorite, and Doug always sent them on her birthday. Even when money was tight, he would splurge for the roses. After all, his muse deserved something special on her birthday. In her early 40s, Hope never thought of herself as a muse. Wife, mother, companion, friend, she was all of those things. But a muse? For the most part, she refused to be the inspiration for Doug's writing. Not that he wasn't a good writer. He was an excellent writer, one of the best she'd ever read. But then, she was a bit partial in that regard. That she would rather he work on novels instead of articles was her personal preference. He wrote the stories for money, and he wrote well, so he got paid for the articles. That was the life of a journalist. Work like heck and get paid a pittance. Most magazine editors couldn't recognize great writing if it came up and bit them in the butt. The roses surprised Hope because Doug had been dead for over a month when they arrived. They came from an internet vendor, which meant Doug had ordered them before he crashed his car. Of course, the vendor had no idea that Doug had died. The vendor had been paid, and the vendor delivered. The roses were on the verge of full bloom, gorgeous, and they came with a card written in fancy script. Happy birthday to the almost perfect wife. A small imperfection goes a long way. Love, love, Doug. Every year she asked him what her imperfection was, and every year he simply smiled and told her she was the love of his life. She knew he would never describe the imperfection. He had once read where some painter, some Renaissance painter, always left an imperfection on his canvases. The imperfection served two purposes. On one hand, it caused viewers to diligently search the painting for the imperfection, and it helped him focus on the next painting. If he turned out perfection, what was left to do next?